Hey guys, this is GeGe from GeGe Yoga. I'm here with a short flow which works towards wheel posture. So you can put this onto an end of a practice which you may already have done. Just make sure you're already kind of warm for this because it's just preparing for wheel. So this isn't a full practice, this is just a mini add-on for those of you working towards wheel pose. Have fun! Okay, so we're going to start straight away on all fours. And we're going to start with some simple cat-cows. So it's already starting to articulate that spine. Inhale, as you lift the chest, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. And exhale to round everything in, drop the head, tuck the tailbone in. And again, inhale. And exhale, really press into your palms. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now start to go off the railroad tracks a little bit. So create your own movement. Maybe you want to take some circles going over your wrists, through child's pose, articulating your spine, but just bringing a little bit more freedom to the movement. And if you've done a couple of circles one way, make sure that you reverse the motion. Make it nice and equal, both sides. Lovely jubbly. And then walk the hands a little bit forward, tuck the toes under and start to lift your bum up to downwards facing dog. Really press into your palms and aim your heels towards the ground. We may not get there, it's okay. Just take a couple of moments here. Maybe you take your dog for a walk. Take a moment here just to really take the shoulder blades away from each other, broaden through the back body, strengthen through the arms. And then we're going to take a couple of spinal ripples here. So inhale, come through your cat position to your plank pose, into a beautiful straight spine here. Make sure that the bum isn't spiking up. And then bend the knees, arch the spine as you take it back to downwards facing dog. We're going to take that 4 times. Inhale. And exhale. Really feel that you're waving with the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Great job. Look to the top of the mat and start to make your way forward to a forward fold. Hang here for a moment. On your next inhale, start to roll it all the way up to standing. Vertebrae by vertebrae, again, that spine articulation. And exhale as you land in Tadasana mountain pose. Roll the shoulders up to the ears and down the back body. Let's get nice and warm. So here we go. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. So it's less about the back and more about opening the chest. Thrust your hips forward. Take the arms back up to the sky and then swan dive forward into your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway and exhale, fold it down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale as you ripple through the spine to come up to standing and exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky and exhale, cactus the arms, lift the chest. Inhale, reach all the way back up to the sky, grow through the spine and exhale as you fold it all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift and exhale, fold. maybe you sort your sports bra out. Plant the palms, step one foot back to plank pose and then the other. Again, make sure you got that nice, solid, straight shape, not spiking the bum and not letting the hips drop too far either. And then shift over your wrists and start to come all the way down to the belly. We're going to take a couple of Cobra ripples here, okay? So plant the palms underneath the shoulder points. Really firmly grip the ground with the tops of your feet. Really coming into contact, which should lift the kneecaps, so you're getting nice and active through the body. Hug the elbows in. Inhale. Ripple upwards, lifting your chest and your belly button off the ground, keeping the elbows bent. And exhale, ripple back down, forehead comes down to the mat. Inhale. Ripple up. And exhale. Try and make the movement as fluid as you can. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful job. Okay, whilst we're here on the ground, take the arms behind you, clasp the hands, and then straighten the arms. So the hands are going to land somewhere around your bum. The palms may or may not come together, doesn't really matter too much. And we're going to come up into locust, but we're going to do it in stages. So inhale with the forehead on the mat. And as you exhale, start to lift the chest, lift the shoulders, lift the chin. Press the tops of the feet into the mat to activate the kneecaps. You can even take the hands off the bum. And this is really warming the back, strengthening the back. And start to come down. We're going to do that a second time, but this time you're going to take your feet and your knees off if you wish. So we're really flying this time. Inhale. And exhale, here we go. Lift the chest, lift the shoulders, lift the chin, lift the hands, lift the feet and the knees. And try not to let your legs splay too far away from each other. A gentle tug of the inner thighs towards each other. Keep breathing. And start to bring it down. Great job. Okay. Take it back to your heels, sit back, and then sit on one side of your bum, coming down to your back. Okay, so take hold of the tops of your thighs and start to roll it down with control, or you might back flop, it happens. We're going to take some hip bridges here. So what I want you to do is walk the soles of the feet a little bit closer to the bum. And then see if you can tickle the heels with your middle finger. It's okay if you can't, but again, it's the intention we're aiming towards. It'll come with time. And then take your hands away from your feet. Press the palms into the mat. Inhale with the back connected to the mat. And as you exhale, we're going to take a slow peel. So you're going to peel your bum off the ground first, followed by your lower back, your middle back, until you're just resting on your shoulders, pressing into your feet, pressing into your palms. And as you exhale, come down exactly the same way that you came in, okay? So really slow. I want you to feel every little bit of your back come down to the mat in order. And again, inhale, press into your feet, peel it up, thrust your hips towards the sky and think about actively pulling the inner thighs towards each other. So again, not spraying out. You really want to keep those glutes activated. And exhale, start to come down nice and slow. One more time, just like that, except we're going to hold it at the top this time. So inhale. Peel it up and stay here this time. Start to pull belly button towards spine. At the same time, you're going to thrust your hips upwards. You can even help yourself here to feel where that thrust is. And then once you've reached sort of your highest point of thrust, start to, again, pull those inner thighs towards each other. And you're definitely going to feel a bit of heat in your legs. That's normal. But also you should feel a little bit in your back. And if you want a little bit more, you can start to come onto the tops of your shoulders And then clasp the hands together so you can get a little bit more height for your back and for your hips. Deep inhale and exhale. Chest towards chin and chin towards the sky. So basically giving yourself space between the chest and the chin. And on your exhale, with control, unravel, come down. So no back flopping here. Your back is important. We only get one spine. So let's work into that wheel pose. Let's do it. So the hands are going to come above your head. Whew, itchy mic. Hands are going to come above your head. Keep your feet where they are right now. And then start to bring your hands beside your ears, and you're going to come onto your wrists. So your wrists are actually facing the back of the mat. Your elbows are facing up to the sky. There's a tendency to flail them out, so really consider pulling them in as much as you can towards your ears. It's definitely challenging. And we're going to take an inhale whilst on the mat. And as you exhale, push your hips up, press into your hands, and come to rest on the crown of your head. This is where you can stay if you wish, practicing being in this sort of shape. From here, you can thrust your hips fall upwards at the same time, press into your palms and start to straighten the elbows. Brilliant. Now, the most important thing here to get that sort of wheel shape now is to take your weight over your shoulders. Okay, so you can see now that that's looking more like a wheel. At the same time, because you're taking your weight over your shoulders, your legs are going to straighten as well. One common mistake I see is that people start to look up as if there's anything to find on the ceiling. I promise you there isn't. Take care of your neck. Keep it looking down between your hands. And then very carefully come down the way that you came in. Take a moment here. Take a breath. It's an intense posture. So there's a couple of components there, right? So you can come onto the crown of your head. You could just stick with bridge for now, or you can do what I guess you would call the full expression of the pose, up into wheel. I have found with different students that I've had, some are better with just thrusting all the way up into wheel, and that the momentum helps. But be aware that you need to be warm to do this. I'll show you it done that way. So again, bringing the arms behind you, placing the hands, hugging the elbows towards each other. Inhale whilst you're on the mat, and exhale. Here we go. Thrust the hips up towards the sky. At the same time, you're pushing into your hands, and then you're rocking over your shoulders. Looking between your hands, and then from here as well, note that you can walk your feet around. You can bring your feet together. You can bring them closer to your head, coming up onto your toes. Loads of options here, but the most important thing is that you're not putting too much stress into your wrists here, so rock it over. Lift your heart, lift your hips, and let's go down. Slowly, mindfully. Whew, beautiful. So a couple of modifications here for those that are struggling a little bit with the posture. Up. I usually have 2 blocks, but it looks like I just have the one today. You can imagine you've got 2 blocks. You bring your wrists onto the block, which means that you don't have so far to go to get up. So wrists onto the block. You can also put the feet onto the block as well. Both of these make the pose more accessible for different body types. If you wanted to stretch into your shoulders, you can always do the pose against a wall as well. So many options here to adapt. But the best way to warm up into it is bridge, crown of the head, and then up into wheel. So I really Really hope that this was helpful to you in some way. If you're struggling to get into your wheel posture, it's more about that thrust of the hips and the opening of the shoulders than anything else. But you've got this. Thank you very much. Namaste.